Hello everyone. Today, it's been days now since Otha passed, and I've never spoken about it. I just thought that today I must speak about Otha. I thank God. Yes, I thank God for giving me such a blessing. I remember in 2013, I think it was in February, when I found out that I was pregnant. I was so happy. I was so happy. I was so happy. I was so happy. I don't know. My principle was I didn't want to have a child out of wedlock. It's been my principle. Even before I got born again. Because I grew up without my father. So I told myself, I don't want my child to go through the same thing that I went through, growing out without having a father. So then I got born again. And as you are born again, it's definitely your principle for you not to have sex before marriage, meaning that you won't have a child before you are married. So that's been my principle throughout my life. But then years passed and 40 was clocking on me. And I wanted to have a child before I got 40. So that year, I was going to turn 40 in 2013. And then I was so happy when I found out. I was so happy. I don't think there's anyone when you do a pregnancy test and you get those 2 lines. I don't think there's anyone who celebrated as I celebrated. I was alone here in the house and I was like, thank you, God. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Ulungile, 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 ulungile. And even people at work, when I told them, they were laughing at me. But for me, that was such a great achievement. I didn't even know the child that I was carrying, but I was so happy, so happy, so happy that finally I'm going to have my own baby. And then I delivered in August. I expected the father to be there when I was delivering her, but he was not. My family was there with me, and they were so happy. We were so happy. We are so happy. The reason why I called her Othandiweyo was, I remember I got that name just a week before I delivered. In the morning when I woke up, and I just thought, beloved of the Lord. Then I said, oh, then my baby is going to be Othandiweyo. I wanted her to know that even though she was born out of wedlock, but she was the beloved of God. She was still loved, but that I loved her. Even before I knew her, I loved her. So I did not want her to feel, because she was born out of wedlock, to feel that she was not loved or anything. I didn't know that as I named her Othandiweyo, she will be so loving and she will be so loved. And she amazed me at a very, very young age. She was so... When I get a hug from her, it was a really, as if I was getting a hug from an old person. It's a full hug, so full of love. So she loved me. Otha loved me at a very young age. And it made it easy for me to love her back because she loved me. I lost my mother when she turned 1. That was so painful. But because I had her at that time, she was the only thing that made me sane. Otherwise, I was like, if I did not have her, I would go in the pain. She managed to take away my pain. When I looked at her, she made my pain better than it was going to be if I did not have her. So that period, it was, yes, I was hurting, but at least having her, getting hugs at a very young age. I was getting a hug as if I was getting it from her, and we were staying together, just me and her. So she grew up being that brilliant child. Okay, I just saw from a very young age that she's brilliant. Just when she turned 2, I decided to take her to crash because I could see that she's very brilliant. So that I pushed this thing. So yeah. Because I was teaching her some things here at home, then I noticed that, oh, this child is brilliant. I must not waste any time. I must get her to school. So I get her. I remember the first crash that I took her to, they were speaking Xhosa, and we were on a flight to Joburg. On our way to Joburg, we were sitting with a white lady, and that lady was being nice to her, and she was also nice to the lady, but she couldn't express herself. And then I was like, I don't like this thing that people love her and she loves people, but she can't express herself in English. Then I decided to take her to a crèche that was speaking English. But even that one, I noticed that they are only teaching in English, but in aftercare, they do speak Xhosa. So still her English is not as I wanted her to be speaking English. So then I took her to another one. And in that one, even by February, her English was perfect. Then I let her stay in that one, in that crèche. But even then, I was like, I don't want her to start. I don't want her to do a great art there. I wanted to go to a big school, but it wouldn't get the schools that I wanted. And then we got Kingsway Christian Center. I thank God for that school, because that's where her journey started, in Kingsway Christian School. When she started there in January, Otha was a normal child. Beautiful, happy, so she was helping them the first day, and her English was good. That's the other thing that made her excel in everything that she did, because she could express herself in English, and she was confident, and she loved everyone, and she was loved by everyone. And even me, this thing of hers, it was shocking me. I'm not like that. I'm not. Otha, she easily make friends, and she loved everywhere she went. She stole hearts everywhere. And I was looking at this, and I was also amazed about this child. And her father, even before she was born, he named her Mabato, meaning mother of people. And then I was like, oh, anyway. And that's what I would tell people when they love her too much. And other people were asking, does she know these people, the way they see the way she is with people? And I was like, her name is Mabato. So what she's doing, she's following her name, because she is Othandiweyo, meaning the beloved, and she's also Mabato, which is the mother of people. That is why she's a people's person. You understand? And because I love to sing, we will sing together. Then I noticed that, hey, she loves singing as well. Then we will sing and we will sing and we will sing. Oh, we will sing every time. We'll sing. And she would want to learn the lyrics of the song. She's been good at getting those. Even before I mastered the lyrics, she would master them first. And I would be like, but you are just a baby and I'm your mother, and yet I don't know. And she would correct me even if I'm singing the lyrics wrong. She would correct me. So, she loves singing. But, I noticed that, she also loves everything, man. She's doing everything. The other day I came back from work, she was reading news. mother, her aunt did a video of her reading the news, and I was like, you are also reading news? She's also doing memory verses. She's doing everything. She after church, she'll remain at church. She will go and play the piano there at church at the back. Even there will only be boys there, but she'll be the only girl. She'll go there. Even if her friends are not there, she'll just go there and play the piano. She was teaching herself how to play piano. I remember the other time when she said her wish is to have a piano because she loves playing piano. So Otha has been, she's been so amazing. She's been so amazing. Even when this cancer started, I found my strength in her. I didn't know what to do. And for me, it was the first time I'm hearing a baby having cancer. She was only 5. And I was like, I don't understand what is going on. But Otha's faith, because even the first time, that's when she said, I will live and not die. And I found strength. I drew my strength from her. And I did not even have a mother to cry to. I had to be a mother to her, and I had to be strong for her. But she made it easy for me because she had so, and I didn't know where she was getting that from. She had so much faith, so much faith. I remember, as I told you, when the eye was going to be taken out, I was crying because for me the pain was too much, was even more than when I was told that she's on stage 4 of neuroblastoma. But she's the one who comforted me and said, Mom, don't cry, I'll be fine. And I was so okay, sorry for that. So, Otha, she was so brave. I remember the first day when I took out the patch from her. I had to look at her face, and I had to tell her that she's beautiful, because it was also the first time that she was going to look at herself and see herself without the eye now. Yes, she knew that the eye was taken out, but she didn't know how she looked without the eye. Then I looked at her and I told her that you look so beautiful. I remember we were in Cape Town. I said, baby, you're looking so beautiful. You are beautiful. Then I gave her the mirror, and then she looked at herself and she smiled and said, wow, I look beautiful. And I was so skeptical for her to go to church without the badge. But we're still there in Cape Town. We were going in Baptist church there in Kylie Chowitz and Sisanda and Aunt TK. And they were also shocked that she said, I'm going to go to church without the patch. And remember, she doesn't even know those people, but she was comfortable going there without wearing the patch, with her eye not there. She didn't mind people looking at her. Because she knew who she was. She didn't let her having cancer, her not having an eye define her. Those things didn't bring her down at all. Even at school, when she had to go back to school, the first time when we came back from Cape Town, end of October in 2019, I thought she would want to wear a patch, but she said, no, Mom, I'll go without the patch. I'll go to school not wearing a patch. And then she went to school. She was fine at school. I wanted to hear what she's going to say later when I pick her up from school, what the kids said. But she was fine. She was happy. She was the old Otha that I knew before her eye was taken out. And even with playing with kids, she was not reserved. She's never been reserved. She never felt sorry for herself. She never. You are the one who will feel sorry for her when you look at her. And you look at her and you see this person. Why am I feeling sorry for her? Because she's fine. She didn't see anything wrong with her. She saw herself normal as other kids. And she knew that she doesn't have to feel sorry for herself. She didn't hide herself or anything. She was there. And she will go to the front, even if the hall is full of people. She'll just go there to the front and do her thing. She was not scared of anyone. And even when those things, when the other kids were saying the mean things to her, that thing did not bring her down at all. Not even one day she came back from school feeling down because the kids at school said anything about her not having an eye, anything about her not having hair, anything about her that because they were saying she's a boy, like she's looking like a boy. Those things, they didn't bring her down. When she came home, she'll be a normal child. Then she'll want to go to school the next day. As you know, after those things, a child will not want to go back to school because the kids are being mean. But she never, not even one day. Even the teachers can attest to this. Never, even one day. And she was passing very well even at school. She did not have a problem of self-esteem at all. With the changes, remember, she also lost weight. But even those things, they didn't matter to her. She was a very, very, very happy child. A very, very, very loving child. A child so full of faith, which amazed me. That I remember one day, because of all these things that she was doing, I was like, I asked her, who are you? And then she said to me, I'm a child of Jesus. And I was like, she is right. The way she's doing things is so abnormal. It's beyond, it's way beyond a child. So really, 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 she is a child of Jesus. So in her journey, God has been so, so good. And I thank God. We thank God. As a family, we're so blessed to have this special child called Otha. She's been our inspiration. She has taught us that your condition does not define you. Whatever condition. And even for me now, I was just thinking this morning, Otha has taught me that your condition does not define you. I was there in my room crying, and I was like, for how long am I going to cry? My daughter has taught me that your condition does not define me. So I must not let my losing hair define me as well. That's what she has taught me. She has taught me to have faith in God. And it doesn't mean God hasn't listened to our prayers because Otha has passed. It doesn't mean God hasn't heard our prayers. He has heard our prayers. She's in a better place now. She is in no more pain. Yes, I loved her. And I'll be honest with you, I feel robbed because Otha, she was my friend. She was my twin. She was my daughter. She was my mother, my prayer partner, my singing partner. She was my everything. We did everything together. We slept together. We did everything together. When we go out, we would go. As a result, I wouldn't go to places where kids are not allowed. I only went to places where I'll be allowed to take her, because she was always there. Always there. She was always there with me every time. Everyone who knows me, they'll know if I come, Otha is there at my back. Or if they see Otha, there's me after her. Everywhere we went, it's only the two of us. Everywhere. So now, I feel robbed. And I've been having so many questions. I've been asking God so many questions from since she had cancer up until her pass. So I've been asking myself so many questions. But I got one answer for all the questions that I have. That wena Nkosi uyazi. That you, God, you know. That's the only answer that I got for every question that I have. Every question that I have. When I cry, having question, The only answer that I will get, God knows. You, God, you know. Wena Nkosi uyazi. Wena Nkosi uyazi. That's the song that we were singing with Otha, because it just got out when she was about to get sick. We were singing it together. Wena Nkosi uyazi. 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 Yazi, Inkosi yazi, the Lord knows. Yazi, I tried so much. I tried so hard to get Otha's father to be part of her life, but he never danced to the tune. And I used to ask God, why, Lord? Because you knew that I did not want to have a child out of wedlock. Why did you allow me to be pregnant by a man who is not going to be there for my child? I did not, and I was having those questions. I was asking God, why? And I tried so hard. I tried so hard. I tried. I believe you me, I tried. I tried. Yes, Otha did know her father. He knew her in person. She knew him in person. And her father also knew Otha in person. But he just didn't want to be part of her life. And it's not because of the cancer. It's been like that just after she was born. He was never part of her life. And I tried for him to be part of her life, because I remember I used to say to him, I don't want my child to go to Kumbulekaya and ask for her family. But he did not mind that. And I tried for them to have a relationship, but yeah, he was not interested. And to an extent that I gave up. But then cancer happened when she was 5. And still, I informed him. But even after that, he decided not to be involved. And I was asking myself, why? Why? But now I realize God knew that Otha's time on earth is limited. That I must have the best time with her. The best of best time. I must not have anything that distracts me. It must only be me and her, because I'm the one who wanted to have a child. And God gave me her. If you know that thing, when they say God created someone special for you, that's what God did for me. God created Otha specially for me, to love me. She knew me. This girl, she loved me. She adored me. She worshipped the ground that I walked on. And you know what? As a parent, Otha has taught me that it's very, very important what you tell your child, what you say to your child. Your child takes it to heart. I was so shocked when I heard her saying she's been telling the kids at school that she's beautiful because her mom told her so. I didn't know that she was having all this confidence because I told her she's beautiful. And then I realized, but it's very important what we say to our kids. As God has entrusted us to raise them, it's very, very important what we say to get them. And it's very, very important that you raise your child in the Lord. It's very, very, very important. I didn't know that Otha is going to face cancer, the beast cancer. She needed Jesus before that beast. So even I remember in hospital, the social worker was so amazed by the way Otha was, because Otha was so different from the other kids. And then she said, I think it's the foundation. And I said, yes. It is the foundation. The foundation is very, very, very important. Whatever you face in life, your foundation will help you. Whatever you face in life, if your foundation is good, you will remain standing. No matter how big the storms come, but you will remain standing, which means your foundation must be upon the rock, which is Jesus. Which is Jesus. I know. I remember the social worker at hospital when Otha was now very, very, very sick. She asked me, why are you still holding on to God? Even though he has disappointed you so many times. Why are you still holding on to him? Why are you still trusting him? And I was like, you don't know. There's something that I know that you don't know. The fact that God did not heal Otha this time around, it doesn't mean God is not able. He is able. He is an able God. You know, now when I found out that Otha has cancer, I was supposed to pass on immediately. That thing, because of stress and everything. But you know what? God, spare me the stress. Yes, when you hear people saying it's possible for you to be in the fire, but the fire doesn't burn you. I've seen that with God. I was in this fire, but I saw myself not burning. And I knew that can only be God. Because as people were looking at me, moving up and down, doing everything, they were wondering, why is she still standing? I was still standing because of God. He was my pillar of strength. If you know the verse which says, those who trust in the Lord shall renew. There were days when I would feel very, very down, but I will wake up the following morning feeling my strength renewed. And I had to fight and fight and fight and fight for my child. And fight and fight. And you know, that's what the devil wants. He wants me to deny God and die. I will never do that. I will never deny God. I will never. I've seen him. I've seen him in my life. I've seen him. I've seen him doing wonderful things. I've seen God. Yeah, he may not have healed my mother. My mother also died of cancer. But when she died, I said, you remain God, even though you haven't healed my mother. And even now, he remains God. Even though he did not heal Otha. Even though I don't have her now. Yes, it's painful. I feel robbed, yes. But he remains God. And he's still a faithful God. I'm not taking out his glory or anything because he has not healed. He is. He's the one who sits on the throne. He will forever sit in my throne. He will forever be. He's been so. He has been so good. So good. I don't know. Without God, I would be dead by now. But because of God, I am here. Yes, I'm saying I'm hurting. I will not deny that. It hurts. Every night when I sleep, even the air that I breathe, it reminds me of Otha. But I know she's in a better place. But I was still expecting more. But then God decided. Yes, I know God does not kill. He's not a cruel God. But he has allowed it to happen. He knows why. He knows why. I remember the first day when he came back from hospital after delivering Otha. My mom said on Sunday when she went to church that I have another worshiper there in the house. She didn't even hear her cry. We didn't even know how her voice was. But she said, we have another worshiper. And she was a real worshiper indeed. So, yeah, I will forever cherish our memories. It's like I said, cancer, be not proud. You might have robbed me of what? But I will always cherish the memories that we had. For some reason, I did not understand what I was doing. It's not in my nature to do what I did. These videos and everything, me being on Facebook and doing all this thing, that's not me. People who grew with me, they know, they will tell you, that was not me at all. That was the hand of God. That was God preparing me. And I thank God for Judith and Alexandra. She's from overseas. She's the one who suggested that I create a page for her. And I remember as I was starting from birth to remembering everything, putting everything together for the page, putting everything. So when Otha was like, hey, God, you are the one who wanted me to start this page because Otha's days were numbered. I remember, if you notice, we started this page now in April, and 2nd May, she started getting sick, and then she passed away on the 27th. So it's only been 1 month that she had a page talking about her journey. And when you see that video that is playing, the one that we did, me and Otha, she's the one who said, Mommy, let's do the video. Let's do the video for Otha's life journey of amazing grace. Let's do this video. We did that video on the 25th of April. And then on the 2nd of May, the neck pain started. So when we were doing that video, the cancer was already back, but we just didn't know. And it was back to take her this time. So God knew, Otha knew that her days are numbered. We had to do the video. We must have something to remember her with. She was quite a giant of faith. Such a giant. You know, I knew that I was blessed to have her as my daughter. But, when she passed on, I realized I was so blessed. I just didn't know how blessed I was. I was so blessed to have her in my blood. And I'm still blessed to be having all these memories because I know other parents don't have this. Even though their kids are so passed away when they were old, but they don't have the memories that I have with Otha. I have so much, and I thank God. I thank God for putting it in my heart to do this, all these videos. And she would ask me, why do you love Mommy? Why do you love doing videos so much? I also didn't know. But there was something that was pushing me, that the way she's good, I must put these things to record. I must share this with other people to motivate them and to motivate the kids as well. So, and there's something that she's saying in that video that we did together, that you must not let anyone look down on you, even if you are young. That's what she said. And I was so shocked when she said that, because she's so, But let me end here. That I thank God for Otha. And I also thank God for you, for your love for Otha, for your support, for everything. Thank you so much for all your messages, for your comforting, for your encouragement. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I love you all. Thank you. Bye-bye. Amen. Thank you so much. It doesn't want to end now. Oh, Jesus.